And I want you to know that everyone is psychic. It's just not everyone has learned to access this. And so when you're moving through spiritual awakening, you will tap into these abilities naturally. We're grounded human beings, meaning that we are spiritually connected, but also grounded here and now. Some people say you can only grow as tall as that your roots are deep. The deeper roots that we grow within the earth, within the ground, the higher we can connect. And I know that this is so counterintuitive for a lot of people who are trying to opening up their third eye. In this episode, I'm going to talk about a topic that is very popular within the spiritual community, which is how to open up your third eye. I'm going to talk about why we would like to open up our third eye. What are the signs? How can you recognize of your third eye actually already opening up? Because I believe a lot of you are also already getting the signs, and also how to do it. So if that's something that you'd like to learn more about, then stay around.
How does it feel to be alive, to be free? Are we truly in the here and now? Or are we living a dream that we created? Close your eyes to see clearly. This is life on purpose.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of On Purpose by Lynn. For those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Lynn and I share with you everything you need to know about personal development and spirituality so that you can create your best life and so that you can rise to your fullest potential. If that's something that you're interested in, then make sure to subscribe. So within the spiritual community, opening up your third eye is actually a really popular topic, and I've never really talked about it, and I'm not sure why. It just didn't come up for me to talk about it and make an episode about it. But in this episode, I really want to redefine of the way of how we go about this thing, because some of the things that I see on YouTube, and I get why, because you want people to click on your video, you want people to, also when it comes to manifestation and a lot of these things, it's like, I did these 3 things and then my third eye blasted open, or just do this and you will get everything that you want. And in a way, I do feel like this is a little bit not serving people very well, because it seems like this very instant gratification. That's what it is. It's instant gratification. It's like, just do this and then you have to expect this, and when it doesn't happen, people get frustrated, or they think that something is wrong with them, or everyone is able to do or manifest this. And I want to make this very clear that this video is nothing like that. However, it will help you to open up your third eye, and you will understand a broader perspective of how we can actually do this in a way that it's grounded, it's safe, and safe is very important, and it's serving you for your highest good, okay? So number 1, what is our third eye? Our third eye is the 6th chakra within this chakra system, which is called the Ajna chakra. And the third eye, when it's activated, it allows us to tap into the unfiltered version of ourselves. We start seeing things for what it is. We don't see with our eyes, we don't perceive dual reality with our eyes, but we start seeing non-duality with our third eye. We start seeing from the filter. It's not really filter, it's actually like no filter. We see no filtered reality. I wanted to say the filter of our soul, but our soul has no filter. It's unfiltered reality as it is. And we start seeing through the veil of existence, through the veil of forgetfulness. We start seeing things as auras, maybe. We start hearing things. We start communicating with energies in the spirit world. We can maybe tap into psychic abilities such as reading people's minds, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience. So clairsentience is feeling, clairaudience is hearing, clairvoyance is seeing. You maybe tap into things as precognition, knowing that things will happen before they happened. These are all things that we activate when we start activating our third eye, when we start opening up this chakra, when we start opening up our pineal gland. These are the things that you can tap into. Now, some misconceptions of, and this is linking back to this instant gratification, it's like people start experimenting with their third eye, and I'm not saying that you're not capable of doing that or you shouldn't be doing that. All that I'm saying is that sometimes it's not really serving them well. Last summer, I was speaking with someone in Bali, and he said that his brother was a yoga guru. He was a guru, and he himself opened up his third eye after he had a near-death experience. His wife also had her third eye open. He could see my spirit guides and all that cool stuff. It was like a funny thing to talk about, to bump into someone in a friend of ours in a restaurant and talk about these things randomly, right? It's like, hey, we speak the same language. Anyway, and he said that a friend of his actually opened his third eye prematurely and he went into psychosis. Now, I'm not saying this to scare any of you. I'm not saying that this is what will happen with you. I'm just saying that we need to prepare ourselves in order for our third eye to open. I just said in another video, everything happens as it should. So if your third eye is not yet open, there's a reason for it. Your body is an ancient instrument that is very, very clever. It knows when things are able to happen. It knows when you're ready to actually deal with your third eye open. Because often what people do is they put an imbalance within their chakras just because they're overstimulating their third eye. And when your lower chakras are not in balance, what happens is because of this imbalance, we get a little bit too much caught up in a spiritual world. We cannot ground that energy. And it's like, I do believe that people with schizophrenia and all these kind of disorders, it is a spiritual, how do you say that, like a spiritual thing. It is like something happened with them and they're tapped into the spiritual world, but they're not able to ground this energy properly, to channel this energy so that they can discern and they still have control over what's happening. And so one of the ways of how to open up your third eye is actually giving attention to your lower three chakras, or actually any chakra that is below the third eye. And the reason why is because when we open up these chakras, when we open up these energy vortexes in our body, when we dissolve the imbalances, that's when we can actually start to ground this energy. We're grounded human beings, meaning that we are spiritually connected, but also grounded here and now. Some people say you can only grow as tall as that your roots are deep. The deeper roots that we grow within the earth, within the ground, the higher we can connect, the higher we can vibrate. And I know that this is so counterintuitive for a lot of people who are trying to opening up their third eye. They're like, it's not working. And it's because we have to ground ourselves. We have to ground these lower three chakras. And now I can make a video about the chakra system, which I will probably do, where I explain what all these energy centers symbolize, but for now I'm going to skip that. I only want to say that you should pay attention to doing that. Now, how can we actually do this? Is through multiple techniques, and I believe that one of them is meditation. Because in meditation, we learn how to observe reality. We learn how to witness our mind. We learn what's actually happening within our body. What thoughts are coming up, and to what kind of chakra is that related? Is it a confidence thing? Is it a thing that has to do with love and affection? Is it something that has to do with money, or not feeling safe being yourself, not feeling enough? These are all things that are symbolic for where this energy in your body is actually stored. So through meditation, we learn about ourselves. Through meditation, we also connect with this source energy field. It's not for nothing that people meditate and they get a lot of mystical experience. They get experiences such as shooting out of their body, because DMT is starting to get released in their body when they get in heightened states of awareness. Another way of how to unblock these energies in your body, or how to make sure that the energies are properly flowing throughout your body, is through actually doing yoga. Doing the traditional Indian form of yoga will help you to unblock your chakras. It will help you to move through these energy blockages, and when you channel that energy towards your head, meaning that you start with your base chakra and you end with your crown chakra exercises, then you can start channeling that energy to your head, and you will feel that you can go deeper into meditation. You can see things more clearly when you're in your meditation or when you're visualizing. This is how you activate your third eye. Another way is through tapping your third eye. This is also what Indian yogis do. They do third eye tapping, and apparently this activates the energy centers there. Another thing that you can do a lot of different things, as you can see. Another thing that you can do is actually energy healing. When I started to learn Reiki last summer, I started to tap into precognition. I started to feel that I started dreaming things, and I also started to see different colors. In my meditation, I started to get visions. And honestly, I do get this way more often when I am in Bali, just because this energy vortex there is so strong that getting mystical experiences is probably more likely to happen, just because you're in that energy vortex. So doing energy healing, clearing your chakras, clearing your energy centers, making sure that they're open and aligned, will help you to open up your third eye. So I won't recommend to force yourself to open your third eye. Really pay attention to all your energy centers, because that's how you're going to open up your third eye in a very beautiful way and in a natural way, in a way that you can also handle this energy. Because ask yourself also this: when you open your third eye and you got so overstimulated with all these things that you're suddenly seeing and hearing, do you know how to deal with this? Are you actually grounded enough to actually deal with that? So that's one thing to think about. And now, thirdly, what are the signs of your third eye opening up? Now, one of the big ones is when you start awakening, you feel a pulsation going on in between your eyebrows. You feel this tingling sensation. You feel pulsation, or maybe a light headache. That's the sign that your pineal gland is growing and that your third eye is opening. I especially had that when I started to awaken, and when I resonated with truth, I could feel tingling in my third eye. Another thing that you will find is that your dreams start to get way more clearer and you start remembering them. When your third eye is opening, you start remembering your dreams, and you will feel that you're receiving messages through your dreams from your spirit guides, from your higher self. And these messages are they're not literal, they're all symbolic. So always pay attention to what you're dreaming and ask yourself, how could this be symbolic for what I'm going through right now? Other things that you will probably notice, well, things that I noticed, I do believe that clairvoyance is probably one of the psychic abilities that is more dominant within myself. And I want you to know that everyone is psychic. It's just not everyone has learned to access this. And so when you're moving through spiritual awakening, you will tap into these abilities naturally. I have started to see visions very clearly when I was in Bali, about floodings and all that kind of stuff that actually happened a few months later. I started to see spirit animals, power animals, popping up within my meditations. I saw tigers, I saw a few different things. I saw them in my dreams as well. I started to see different kind of colors in my meditation. And in my description, it's more like neon looking colors. So violet, blue, like neon blue, yellow, green. Those things I started to see. Precognition. If you're experiencing these kind of things, then you know that your third eye is opening up. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that you got from this video that really sunk in for you, and also let me know where you guys are tuning in from. I'd love to get to know you. I'd love to know who's watching behind these screens. And if you have liked this video, please like this video and share this video with anyone who you think could benefit from this message right now. Maybe a family member, maybe a friend, maybe a community member who you know would resonate with information and knowledge and wisdom like this. And I also started a brand new podcast, which is called Returning Home with Liem. You can find it in the link in the description below, or you can go directly to Spotify or Apple Podcast, where it is available. And of course, if you're new here and haven't already subscribed to my channel, remember to do so, as you will be the first to watch all of my videos every Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so that you can create your best life. Remember, we have such an exciting future to look forward to, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye for now.